Today on Veteran Stand Up, I'm talking about transition and the journey with Jack Tilley, the 12th Sergeant Major of the Army and co-founder of the American Freedom Foundation. Well, Sergeant Major, you had a long and distinguished career. When did you start planning for your transition, and what were your options, and what did you choose?
Well, it's really funny that you asked that question, is because I never started planning. I worked up really to the last week. I think people ought to start 2 to 3 years out on the transition. And I really had a lot of different options. Being a sergeant major of the Army, there's always a lot of people that really want to come after your Rolodex and get you to work for them and stuff. But I found a company I worked for about 8 months. And then I realized I wanted to run my own company. So that's really the option that I have. I didn't start planning, but I wish I would have.
And what's your mission now?
Well, my mission now is I really own a small company. Putting veterans to work is really a focus of mine. The other thing is I want to educate this country about the sacrifice our veterans make for all of us. So we have a podcast now we're putting out there that really getting a lot of good traction, but it's about educating this country and help our veteran community with their families, with whatever issues they have, whether or not suicide prevention or mental illness or all the issues that they have, because veterans certainly do have a lot of issues that they need help with.
Well, great. Tell us more about your podcast, because I know I've listened to it. I've been on it. So thank you for that. And it's really interesting. What are you trying to convey?
Well, I'm trying to get to all of it. There's I've heard different numbers, about 17 to 20 million veterans that are out there, but I'm trying to be a voice for our veteran community. Whatever issues they want to talk about, we brought people on to talk about leadership, homelessness, mental illness, financial education, whatever we think or they think they need, they can contact me. There's 844-424-1134 or send me an email at smatilley@yournextmission.org if you want something specifically on the show. But it's all about how do we help our veteran community.
Okay, great. And how can folks listen to the podcast or find it? Or I know you tape these things too, right? So
I record about 6 shows a month, but the best way to do it is go to YouTube and look for Your Next Mission podcast and click on the subscribe button, of course, the notification button. And what they'll do is they'll send you all the shows for nothing. It's just a good way to help our veterans. We also, every once in a while now, we did about 4 live shows. So I certainly enjoy doing the live show and trying to help that veteran community.
Well, great. Now, I also know that you're very active on LinkedIn. So how can folks follow you there?
I just go to Jack L. Tilley on LinkedIn and get connected. I think I have about 11,000 followers, a little bit more maybe in that now, but I want to try to get about 30,000. But again, I want to help every veteran I can with whatever issue that they had. And if they follow me on LinkedIn, we'll start a conversation and maybe I can assist them in some way.
Well, that's what I was going to say. That's what I think is very different about your LinkedIn presence. You'll actually respond and answer and try to help.
Yeah, I will. It depends on what the issue is. Usually, most of the time, because I get so many, I'll say, thank you, got it, okay, see you later. But every once in a while, there'll be somebody that's really struggling, and I'll actually call them up, sit down, talk to them for a little while, because there's a lot of people out there that just like myself that have scars that just need somebody to talk to. And if I can do that, if I can be a person that just communicates them and makes them feel a little bit better about themselves or their family, I certainly want to do it.
Well, thank you, Sergeant Major.
Oh, thank you, sir. I appreciate it.